Fuse and Movistar Riders with full send with 5 sets of Kevlar, Alex, and a contact play towards middle. Never seen this one before. A new approach to Vertigo as we kick off day 2.
Yeah, a whole 5-man wolf pack into JT, so if he can get away at all with the frag, it would be a lot to celebrate. Charging now, going to the contact and a quick dispatch of 2 clicks from JT up to Floppy as Soul makes it into a more interesting round. They can go beyond this. Fang hiding out. Hoping to get a free first. Nice jump from Soul, draws the crosshair, still snaps into Alex as a 2-on-2 emerges.
Well, this is anyone's round, isn't it? Back and forth. We have gone so far. An equal exchange of frags and still waiting to plant. Morpos defending Sassol, trying to find an edge here. Bring it down to a 2 versus 1. Encroaching on their position and nailing a headshot. Grim will be dispatched of. And also, that is going to take him down. No plant required. The 5-man Wolfpack finds great success as they trade out the first frags. And that was actually a 5-on-3 deficit. JT with the opening 2.
Yeah, Sorsol's already made his quite statement upon arrival. Let's see if he can replicate some of that. The 22-year-old new addition for the Movistar Riders and getting his 4th here as well. So, I mean, a dream start to get your individual juices flowing. He'll be feeling better about that. And you can see loud and indeed proud Martinez as well.
Doing it for the crowd.
Yeah, you'd hope so. He's tatted, another fellow inked individual.
Yeah, but he's got the hard throw tattoo. That's when you know you're
That's a gangster move.
I could never pull that
on
off.
the Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would take mine out.
Oh,
big
Fang.
boost.
He's gotten himself a nice opening, and considering the state of play with a 1 pistol, Movistar Riders really could use a conversion here. Did not look fantastic for them in their opening.
That's a little clumsy that you don't even check that when entering the construction area, but the Molotovs will be exchanged now. Considerable damage on the spam as well, so down but not out. Movistar Riders push forward here with the MAC-10. Decent flashbang confirming players towards shore, but they're going to be swinging with those deagles as well. Davy G could be in trouble here. Mopos will find one. And indeed, they'll find the man advantage once again. A key frag towards short here as we see the frags go back and forth. That's a 2 versus 1. Make it 0 complexity, steal the round away. And with a minute left, Alex, it seems like they forced the issue a little bit too much, not checking the boost. It's clumsy from Movistar.
Yeah, no, that one's a bit of a blemish on the record already. It's actually better for complexity winning the 2nd round than it was winning the pistol. So
Absolutely.
All of that hard work from Soul, redundant.
Yes, indeed, and they'll have to force buy back themselves. So, Deagle's Tech 9s lean towards A, try and win the battle for supremacy towards that mid-ramp and hopefully find a couple of 1-deags. But they'll be up against an AK-47 for JT. Speaking of which, it strikes through the smoke. Kicking things off, that's Davy G removed. And they're looking comfy now.
Dying to the AK, the 1 AK you had. After fumbling the 2nd round conversion with 60 seconds left on the clock, Movistar Riders going to be feeling hard done by on that one. Bomb on Mopos and Soul just go and look and hoping for an overextension. It is just Grim he'd have to get through. Floppy providing overwatch of that mid side. He's actually re-smoked for Grim to reposition. As Grim goes looking, there is a small gap that Soul can work with. Oh, he's in trouble. They just need to kill Grim and the site could be theirs. Huge frags and weapon recovery.
Wow. They are in a lot of trouble now, Complexity. Still with a slight slither of hope. It's down to Hulzerk, though. And they're giving nothing away. Movistar Riders enabling these crossfires, making sure they give themselves guaranteed fights. And that's Alex bravely swinging with the FAMAS. That should confirm the round. JT and Fang, no choice but to fall back. So once again, it will be the Force Pistols taking the round. A nice pounce towards the B side there. Jumping up through construction, splitting up the B steps. Overwhelming presence there with the pistols and MAC-10. And there we have it. It will be 2-1 for Movistar Riders, who bounce back in emphatic style. 4 players surviving, but 2 rifles saved. So still a competitive round coming up next.
Yeah, that started so well as well. Don't forget 4v5 now into a 4v2. Just completely solved it. This was the frag Alex got. And of course, Grim was put in rather dire circumstances by the smoke, that gap. Probably not something he's aware of. He will be now.
You'd hope so. So will they decide to force up around these 2 rifles? I would suggest yes, but time will tell. And there it is. So yeah, FAMAS is coming out for Floppy, an extra M4, and Hulzerk with 1400. Presumably if he dropped something here, he'll get the Desert Eagle. And this is where we get to the very interesting opening sequence, because if Movistar Riders get a 3-1 lead, presumably goes to 4-1 with the economic situation. JT trying to find the opening kill once again. He has looked sharp individually this tournament, I will say that. His form seems to be getting better and better in grinding, putting those hours in. But Fang, one of the stars of the show, looking to strike first.
Yeah, he was unprepared, playing that close line. It's good from JT, keeps them in it. Halzak overstaying his welcome, just rounds the corner in time, rotates on its way. Grim and Floppy, they know that's the mid and B defenders. Fumbling around with their util, it's allowed for a full rotation. That extra 10 seconds of hesitation has led to a full rotation, 3-on-3. They got their utility in, a counter in the crane smoke, and a boost from Grim looking for that sandbags fight. He might get it, you know. Sorsol's there. Oh, was there. Past tense courtesy of Grim's M4. Mopos having a go. Martinez around the site as well. Bomb should go down. It's covered though. Fate catches Halzak on the advance. Grim up and over. Now a one-on-one. Can Martinez hold his nerve? Or will Grim take 3? It's so close. Martinez spotted, damage, he needs the headshot instantly. Grim pulls it across the line, and it's Cole and Movi trading rounds back and forth. Who will give up first?
That's huge. JT to open things up. We said he needed a couple of frags towards today. Ram finds the double. Sure, goes down to the 3-on-3, and Grim with the rifle just looked so composed in that 2 versus 1. Knew he'd done significant damage, didn't have to overstep the mark at any stage, and they do indeed win the force buy, but we're not done just yet. We go 2-2, and of course, Movistar Riders will answer in kind once again with the Tech 9s, Mac 10 and Galil, and looks like we might be picking up the pace towards B this time. Trying to crack the nut of Floppy if possible. He'll be there alone for now, Grim patrolling middle. We'll see whether they can detect this early ascend in towards B.
Yeah, it's very cut and dry. It's just Sorsol getting flashed in.
In we go.
Straight in. And down goes one already. Sorsol burnt to a crisp at the hand of Grim's incendiary. Now the smoke down. They're going to be channeled through this. They're just going to get eaten up. The meat grinder established. Sprays bad, and the frags come through. Suddenly, a whole lot of grounds for a plant here. The molly will force him off. Both a little worse for wear. And they pull the plug on it. They will go for the full reset.
Plenty of time, I suppose. Trying to slip the net if possible. No utility on either side. An HP advantage for complexity, but Movistar Rider are the ones in control, dictating where this round finishes up. 45 seconds, and they've opted to walk in towards A. Looks like they've committed towards it as well. It's a question as whether they stick together and go up the ramp or try and get up towards the construction area. But for now, looks like it's the former, and there are no CTs present, so this will have to be a retake.
It's a very interesting dynamic for the pro teams in these scenarios. They do tend to just group up and play the retake together. And oh, yeah, they're working out now. So they do have the kit on Fang, but now the element of surprise is present for Movi. Can Davy connect? Yes. A resounding yes, puts JT on notice. What's he supposed to do now? He needs to go and get that frag, never mind the kit.
Yeah, that's a good point. With no kit and 2 kills to find, I think this one might be settled. Best case scenario at this stage is find a kill, but Davy puts him to bed. A force buy wars continue here, Machine, because it's going to have to be more of the same complexity. They're down to the bottom of the barrel loss bonus. That's $1,400 per player, and that means double eco regardless. So you might as well be buying. We'll see if they are that way inclined. They'll take a tactical timeout themselves to discuss it. It was actually looking pretty promising for complexity there. MP9 kills on entry. Perfectly placed incendiaries, but down to the 2-on-2. Hightailing it back towards A, and then Davy coming out on top. Excellent work. You can see what that means to them, Alex. Yeah. Very happy. And yeah, tactical timeout. 3-2 in favor of Movistar Riders here on Inferno. Vertigo. First game of the day.
I suspect Grim not going to be too happy with the outcome of that spray. He got 3 people low and ends up losing it. And of course, we just previously witnessed what was a surprise in Grim getting caught by that deagle in the previous from Sorsol. Translating, of course, into a round. Movi should have the battle won for economic control. Of course, the force, as you prophesize, has come through. No other options for Cole. Let's see what they can do. 4 leaning this way if they die to the boost again. that would be...
Neither team has strung together 2 rounds yet, just to note that. We're into number 6 so far. Fang looking for an opening. Has got quite the deadly deagle, I would say. JT, not bad either. Avoids damage. They've got a boost as well, so they're taking all the aggro towards the ramp, and Grim could be on for another opening kill. Fang beats him to the punch. That's from Sandbags. They can flush him out, though. He has not got the smoke to deal with it, so has to move here, and Grim's hoping they'll swing on this. They're not going to check it again, Alex. This is actually a prime opportunity. Damage done. Kill found.
Yeah, the wallbang back does nothing. Mopos good for the first. Needs a lot more where that came from with the scavenged M4. Their fights are coming. And collar sharp. Grim's D takes another head.
Ooh, lovely shot. Sassol will bring it back to the 2-on-2. Utility still available on the T side, as demonstrated. Smoke down towards A right now. CT's coordinated himself, so a retake might wait for the bomb to go down, then strike together. Good positioning here. 35 seconds. Movistar Riders move next.
30 seconds, Sorsol. Got to get his timing window right. Fang going to be intermittently checking that close wall. As I say that, he looks towards the crane. This is the fight. This is the fight. Sorsol wide. Oh, and deleted. Fang's Deeg. A huge connection. And 2 to 5 would need the multi. Oh, Alex, he's solid for it. The leader leads by example 4. And they finally find consecutive rounds.
Yeah, I mentioned on the desk, I think Alex is criminally underrated in terms of his fragging ability, one of the better in-game leaders in the scene right now. So watch out for more of that. He converted 2 versus 1, a difficult one as well at that. He saw the shots Fang was hitting in that round. The 4 spy wars are finally over. It will be Complexity having to kneel down and take the full eco as we enter round number 7. It will be a tactical timeout once again. It's been quite an intense opening few rounds to Vertigo, I have to say. Unclear who's going to be stretching their legs first, but it will be Movistar Riders now pretty much guaranteed a 5-2 lead. A chance for us all to just sit down and work out what we've just seen here. Complexity looking a little bit flustered, perhaps.
Yeah, coming into this one, I think they were a little surprised by their own performance in that first game.
Right.
Just not quite meeting the mark up against Big Clan.
Everyone's riding the Complexity wave right now. They're so likable as a squad. They're getting good results. Everyone wants to see them do well. But yeah, yesterday's showing simply wasn't good enough. Fortunately, a couple more lives left in the tournament. But yeah, you would expect them to be lock-in winners against Movistar Riders, at least on paper. A lot of people do underestimate the Riders themselves, and I'm sure they're here to prove otherwise. Full eco, though. Complexity don't really invest much at all. P250, a 5-7. The Spaniards will slow it right down here, just trying to work out what they're up against. And we've already got a T-side player towards Sandbags, so you'd assume they'll be using that information in due course, trying to get themselves in toward the bomb site, knowing that the ramp is clear and indeed the scaffolding position.
Potential, definitely. Cole have been looking at it. Now reveals Davi G spotted out that the lion's share of Cole are here, but it's unarmored pistols, some chip damage inflicted onto Sorsol and Davi G's head as well. But walking into the site to get it started is Martinez. Bomb plant, frag found. The rest should just be $300 a kill. Getting themselves some extra funds into those bank accounts. Looking for the 5th. But yeah, this is the kind of start Movi needed.
Oh yeah.
It goes both ways as well. Not only is this going to be a boon to the individuals of Movi, nice finds from Martinez, but also this is going to be Cole going, oh my god, it wasn't just the one, what have we done?
Thing is as well, everyone's talking about Movistar Riders, all the bad results. They're not a bad team. They're having a slump right now for sure, but these guys are hungry. They play with meta strategies. They've got big fraggers in the squad, and they want to prove otherwise. And their coach Blade as well, he's a legend. He's the most passionate, supportive guy you'll see. Never leaves them hanging, always there when things are going bad. They're tenacious, for sure. Since losing some Pius, they haven't been the same team, but they reckon with Martinez, their new AWPer, they can replicate the same success they saw in 2022. Whether that can be done, I'm not so sure, but it's a bold statement.
I think one of the players I'm definitely hoping to see a find a resurgence is Mopos. It's alarming to me that he is like, I think the 3rd or 4th highest rated. Yeah, actually, oh my goodness. Yeah, no, sorry. 4th or 5th highest rated player right now in the last 3 months for the Movistar Riders, but he is a beast. You know, like we refer to him as El Toro, or at least that's what they did over in the Spanish scene. He is the bull. And he just tends to flatten things when he's feeling himself, makes so much space. Like, think Patsy from Spirit.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, well, so far, not so good for the Movistar Riders. It's Fang with a double kill to open things up in round number 8.
Oh, so you're
and
dead.
Grim, yeah, he's got a freebie here, you'd think, at least. Flashbang might elude him, though, but absolutely fine for now. Floppy, a bit of a misfire, will be punished, but still a huge man advantage here. But it is slipping away. Martinez finds a gap there towards CT spawn, and they find Grim as well. This round is back on. They're going to be checking it. Huge shot from Mopoz. That's going to grind a bomb plant, and in the flames, Holzuk. He will bravely fend off Martinez, but still a chance here for Mopoz. Good at Molotov.
Yeah, but he knows they're beating it. 2 ahead of it. Lined up for him, though. Can Mopoz pull out the clutch? It's not going to be easy. Both wide, dancing with them nicely. JT down and delivers in the one-on-one. Good grief. Mopoz making it interesting. And that was like nearly a 2v4.
Yeah, it kicked off as a 5-on-3 as well. Fang with the double kill towards scaffolding to kick things off there. And it comes down to a 1 versus 1. That is not good news for Complexity. Sure, they win the round, but it wasn't very convincing towards the end. And they're the ones feeling the financial burn here. So a nice full, healthy buy for Movistar Riders. Anything but for Complexity. Expect for masses here. Scouts. Holzer confirmed that purchase of the lesser of the 2 sniper rifles. Grim with the FAMAS, and they'll take a tactical timeout on the Movistar side as Martinez pulls out his first AWP as well. Fantastic AWP, look out for him. Difficult to really get going with it on the T side, but we'll see if we can find any impactful picks.
Yeah, he's the highest kill assist traded statistic for the Movistar Riders. Again, expectation perhaps with the AWP, but also highest rating as well, according to HLTV.org. So we'll see what Martinez is up to. Rocking that zoom banger on the T side of Vertigo. And no counterpart. Halzuk's got the Fisher-Price version.
It's, yeah, not as fun, but...
Oh, an aggression towards B. Interesting to see Floppy getting set up by Grim. Won't necessarily be a trap sprung immediately, as you can see that they're coming and knocking. Straight into Fang. That's a good flip of the script. It was Fang's double previously. Now he's down.
So what do they do with this information? Huge 5-on-4 advantage. You expect a CT reaction to come through, and it has. JT leading the charge as they reclaim territory elsewhere, pushing towards middle, trying to initiate a flank down towards the ladder potentially. And indeed, JT and Grim covering each other, making their way down the ladder. It will be expected, so need to be as quick as possible. And you can see they're already checking their 6. They suspect something is afoot, and it would be a great shot with the scout, but Floppy goes one better. That's lovely.
Yeah, this is all on Assault, and by going down, it does get very uncomfortable. You're worried about the flank. There's a scout on Halzuk to defend on the forward front. Rotation through to Heaven's side. Floppy will be able to provide as well. They've got this 2-2 split coming in hot. As good as from Davi. Didn't expect a second. And so the 2v3, it's Mopoz responsible for that ramp side. A great angle found by JT, just elevates over the sandbags. Puts it all on to Alex. 1 of the 3 knocked down. Smoke perfectly placed on the bomb. Does Halzuk just choose to hold it? Could be problematic. A 10-second defuse. Alex is calling the bluff. Alex is calling the bluff. He doesn't even spray.
Oh, he gets it!
Just in the nick of time. Alex clutches up.
He wasn't sure there, was he? He suspected something wasn't quite right. The 10-second defuse was actually a pretty decent call. It's probably the only way he could win the round. But the internal clock got to 8 or 9. Alex had to go for a swing, and with the smoke down, I thought he was done for there. But calm and composed, Alex, the in-game leader, wins yet another clutch for Movistar Riders. A 1v3 no less as well. That's huge. And I think he could just about see his boots there. So a little bit fortunate perhaps, but still Complexity entering the round, number 10 that is, with a force buy. For Masses and Scouts once again, I'm not sure that's the best call. Time will tell. It was a 1v1 for the T side before, but they don't seem to give a damn. In towards B, once again, Floppy will be dropped. And that might be the round in itself, Alex, because at this stage they're smoked off. They don't have a kit. And they force port. They might as well have something for the next round instead of throwing these weapons they have away.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to become quite a very tempting T-side haul for the Movistar Riders. This Vertigo pick definitely working wonders. Not a map Complexity have had particularly great successes on. Taking a look at their recent results, yeah. Losses to Ents, Fnatic, both in Katowice play-ins and the main event, and most recently, of course, a loss to Big Clan. So this very recent tape.
Yeah, good points, and seems to be exploited right now. Solid read on how Floppy might be holding the B-bomb site. With a lesser weapon, he gets completely removed with a couple of shots there from the Galil. That's all they need. It was no problem at all. SAS Soldiers breaches the bomb site. Molotovs and smokes go down, round over, but the CTs do save at least some weaponry. A couple of Deagles, a FAMAS, a Scout. Horzerg 2 and 8. We need him to come online right now. Floppy as well. He looked fantastic in that game against Big. Individually, he was firing on all cylinders. It was a team that started to fall off towards the end. He's kind of a 3 of 10 right now. So Movistar Riders, first map of the day, their pick, off to an absolute flyer. Mid push coming in from Complexity, trying to force the issue now. But Mopos is ready for it. Alex up the ladder. Good flashes, but who will be striking first?
Yeah, Mopos should have him. It's nice aggression. Alex has managed to spray well. Mopos will keep him safe. And that 3-man mid push, now just 3 gravestones. Fang and Halzak are going to have opportunities. You can see Fang. Yeah, Scout's connected twice, but Halzak not finding the frag he was hoping for. And this is going to be a perfect... I mean, this is dream world for Movi. Not only do you force them into a save in the previous, you then take everything away without losing a penny.
Yeah, clean sweep. Their money's getting out of control now. They've actually won the half as well in their T-side campaign, up 8-3. As nice idea at the mid push, but Alex and Mopos made light work of them. No problem at all. Smiles all round.
Oh, I was doing some content with them, by the way, that Martinez is so clearly the jokester of the squad.
He seems to be.
Yeah, he's keeping the morale. He's kind of poking fun.
Every team needs one, I think.
Yeah.
Need at least one class clown.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because, you know, there is so much emotional volatility in Counter-Strike. It's unavoidable.
Yeah.
You need someone that can be perceptive of that and be able to kind of build everyone up. Especially when, you know, it hasn't been sunshine and rainbows. You called it a slump. I think that's an undeniable one. I don't think Movi would even deny it. But they have started posting some results. You know, that the void left, the gaping chasm left by your superstar, Clutch or Butt. And now, of course, massive shoes to fill for Martinez. Soursol's joined the ranks as well. No longer have deaths joining us for the Movistar Riders. So there's been an injection of talent.
Well, let's see what they can make of it. So far, so good. Round 12. The Org is out for Horzerg. And nice and fast control towards the A-Ram. Here comes the flash to try and ascertain control towards construction. We'll see whether this is going to be enough. Fang waits patiently on the other side here. Smokes exchange once again. Daviji not feeling it. And we'll try and get down towards that smoke. Fang wants to get in a up-close position using a bit of a warm way.
Yeah, we like to call that smoke the Hampus, NIP's former in-game leader. Crafting that one and re-smoking it from a different position. Even better. That's a nice setup from Cole. And let's see if they do respect it. Will they just wait it out or will they go elsewhere? Just to that 60-second mark, JT trying to bait and switch, unloading his mag on short side. Will they clear this properly? A good flash required. A nade, pretty good too. Will they flash it? Molly works, tucked. As the flash arrives, he's in trouble, he's in jeopardy. Martinez gets the opening.
That's a solid read. They knew exactly what Fang was up to there. Bombardment of utility, a follow-up spam as well. Horzerg will do well to get more than one. The trade should be coming in, but it's a huge spray. Double kill to take us back to a 3-on-3. That was absolutely necessary for Cole to survive this round, but a beautiful shot from Mopos. That Galil is singing right now.
It's GT though. JT really can make the difference. The first is great, the rest are low. Mopos and Martinez, the double M's ripped out of the round at Floppy's hand. And so Complexity finally, after a bit of a gap, 3 rounds in a row for their opponent before they post their 4th. Will we see anything in consecutive fashion? They kind of have to, considering just how little they've been having or being a part of the conversation.
Wow. The big spray down with the Org. You don't see many of them, but that was a thing of beauty there from Horzerg. Gets the job done, salvages the round. One that looked like it could fall apart again after the quick departure of Fang. Decent grenade down towards B steps. Martinez catches it in his pocket. And Fang, brave enough to give the scaffolding another go here.
Now, Daviji's smoke will fade later. Should enable him to isolate Fang. Or force the fight. Yeah, Fang actually going to try and do the bait and switch. That would have been ballsy if he stuck around. 3 at B. They're looking for answers. That flash should enable Floppy to confirm no one under the stairs. He's taking some glances. But after the initial posturing, we are ready to see the go. Can hear a lot of talking on the complexity side of things, and it's pretty tough setup to break. JT throws away. Cheeky one way. Now, if that rots more time off the clock, this is going to be brutal. I think if they wait it out, which I think they will. Oh, they're posturing for like aggressive CTs, but they're not giving them anything. They will make you commit.
Time is of the essence. CTs with just the HE now. That's in the back pocket of Fang, so he'll be looking to deny the plant if possible. Here's the final commitment now. And the CT seem more than ready for this. Fang boosts it up. It's a beautiful position. Gets the double spray down. Bomb has been dropped. But a response. Still at 3-on-3, but they need to get this bomb planted right here, right now.
Yeah, that smoke should allow it. Mopos gets it down, and the CT's too concerned about what could be within it. Leaves us into that 3-on-3. Oh, Martinez, he has to hit this one. This shot onto Fang will determine a lot. Fang waiting for his teammates to take some short side before he braves it. Walking on in. Must hit. Oh, there it goes. Fang has got caught in, and Mopos clean up. Oh, behind enemy lines, behind with their backs turned. Oh! A perfect clutch from the Mopos. El Toro. Okay, 9 for Movistar Riders. That's a cheeky way to post another. And a tank, that's not even 1. That might be 2. Yeah. Movistar Riders have disrupted the call economy.
The Raging Bull slips the net. That was the only way he wins that round. Pushing the smoke, you can see they had absolutely zero idea. Morpos seals the deal. A massive round. I actually mentioned it breaks the backbone financially, as we'll see Complexity now with just Deagles, 5-7, and not much else. They couldn't really justify a partial buy into this one. So it's pretty much the eco, 9-4 down. Looking for double digits. Needs to be careful. Don't want to give that one away for free. Not worth it. Falling back, deploying the flashbang.
Yeah, mission accomplished. It's going to have the B players definitely on tenterhooks. This is a very nice boost, actually made famous by former Complexity Blame F. And I like this from Mopos. Walked on through, and Alex showing face in middle will have, you'd imagine, at least one rotation. Some loud steps from Mopos. Keeping attention drawn in middle. Oh, and they've got aggressive ramp. They can't let this one go! As Halzuk's P250 feels like an AWP in his hands. How's he got 2 there, Hank?
Seems like they were daydreaming a little bit there. Caught napping at the wheel. We are going to see Mopos confirming players towards middle. He knows there's plenty of them here. Oh, he whiffs the shot as well. Still a fighting chance, even though it's a 4 versus 2. They have a chance to get this bomb planted, but they need to do that now. The flank's en route as well. Courtesy of Fang. Molotov to get the plant down, but not going to be committing to it.
Fake it.
Yeah, now they've allowed Fang to get closer and closer. He's pretty much guaranteed at least a kill, but Sassol takes him down. Another smoke available here. Bear in mind, no kits, of course. Still advantage Movistar Riders.
He's got the smoke down. That makes a big difference. They have to push through it. And JT, he's got one. Through the smoke, a drive-by deep. Oh, nice moves. Will they clear him? He has to save them from red faces. Surely one cursory bullet through the boards. He's a dead man. He's a dead man. They're done. Deal. Grim will close. A double from him. It's Halzuk that gets them into it. And Movistar Riders caught asleep at the wheel.
Absolutely. The double P250 frag from Halzuk. That shouldn't be happening. It just seemed like they weren't really paying attention here. These long-range duels, excellent shots, but you can see a little bit blasé. Didn't really fire much back. And Grim, great shots from him, confirms his kill towards Sassol as well. Now, what great movement it was to even get to that position. I thought maybe he stood a chance of the 10 seconds defuse, but a much-needed round there. An eco victory. Complexity pull one back. And they've got themselves a couple of AKs here for the final round. Number 15.
Mid
push.
Yeah,
why not? Full
very
send.
quick. The full stampede. Look at the speed of this. As Grim's down, already flattened. Floppy 2, Mopos has happened.
That's how you do that every round.
Just piss them off.
Yeah.
You just don't piss off the Movistar Riders because they hold W in pursuit
Who
of the
needs
same.
grenades when you've got that in your back pocket?
There we go. Mopos is going to get a third. Doesn't let that one go. Maybe it's up to Halzug for the craziest clutch. Martinez secures it. A 10-5 half. Bueno.
Put it all on the line. Only going up, ain't no room for the climb. Meet me at the top, or you won't ever see me. I'm making dreams come true like a genie. I'm making moves soon, you gon' have to king me. Checkmate, crown, you gon' have to bring me. Whoa. Ain't no other way. Up next, then I'm putting you away. Yeah, maybe another day. Give me a trophy, I'ma put it on display. Hope you ready for the comeback. Steve Nash, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, yeah. I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you're ready for the... I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, yeah. I think it's time for the comeback. Yeah, I hope you're ready for the comeback. I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you're ready for the comeback.
Yeah, went and beat the odds. They thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. Went and beat the odds. They thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends.
I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends.
Catch me in a two-seater, Grim Reaper, all cash, no visa, stacking fast, I've started, I had a
Welcome back, gamers. It's ESL Pro League, Group B, Day 2, Game 1, Half 2. Complexity taking on Movistar Riders, and they've got some work to do, Alex.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. Movistar Riders have come in feeling frisky tonight, or this morning, this afternoon. Wherever you're watching from.
Exactly,
you know, actually,
that's what he
it's
meant.
a global offensive, you see. Lots of people on the globe,
yes.
time zones. And let's see if they're in the zone to start with a pistol. My
Look at all
God.
that. They've got a artillery strike in the tank here. Complexity with a double HEs on the pistol. So where is that destined for? The boost spot potentially. But speaking of boost, we have got another 3-man stack. Don't see that too often in a pistol round either. This one's a little bit wild. But he's only looking towards construction for now. We'll see whether they'll walk up in towards the ramp. And there's the double HE for the sandbags. No one at home.
Oh, he rushed it. Oh, no. He's fallen off, and it does imply a too short. They'll have the info. Flash is good, though. It doesn't get the frag immediately. Traded. Okay, flattened into a 3-on-3. Some even trades puts us into dire straits as Mopos goes straight for the head on the B2K. Gives them the leg up.
That was wild. Excellent shooting from Mopos, but there's not a done deal just yet. Holzak, he will strike back. Take us into the 1v1. And it's the in-game leader, Alex, holding strong towards the boost position.
No worries. This is the highest rated Movistar rider. And for good reason, as he's clearing. Oh dear, Alex does go down to Halzak as a perfect close. That's Halzak impact being felt over the course of these last few rounds, both halves.
Very impressive from both teams there. I thought Mopos had done enough, but Halzak in the 1v2 prevails. Huge round, and we'll see whether Movistar Riders want to force buy into the second, I would say, almost certainly. And I can see it in the screen right now. It's going to be famous for Mopos after finding a couple of frags. But let's talk about this Glock work from Halzak. Good awareness, detecting the flank, and one by one taking them down as well. Wasn't bad positioning from Alex. He couldn't come out up on top in the 1v1 duel. And went to the second round of this second half. Fang operating towards the A ramp. Trying to detect players on the other side of this smoke. Speculative shots. Hoping to inflict some damage as his teammates start to probe and push in towards the B-bomb side. Mopos, for mass in hand, the strongest weapon they have here. Also watching him like a hawk, and will take him down.
Gave him plenty of opportunities there. Soulsalt to take the spot, take the gun, and take bullets through the boards. Halzak, more impact again. Complexity zoned in now. Need one from Alex. Not an easy shot by any means, and 2 body shots not going to be enough for the conversion. Just Martinez and Davi G. I said Alex is the highest rated player. Of course, that's Rifler, I should say. Martinez still holding that top spot with the big green. Mopos, of course, huge impact in that pistol. But it seems Cold will get themselves that 2-0 they were looking for.
Comfortable as well. Didn't really break a sweat going into that. Bomb goes down. Martinez and Davi G saving the little they have. A scout and a 5-7, a smoke grenade. That is about it. Martinez doesn't even have armor. Saving a bit of cash for the AWP in the future. And, yep, not even hunting here. Will be all 5 members tucked up nicely. Hoping to leave together. Avoiding the blast. Job's a good one.
Do you remember David Seaman?
The goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Absolutely. He was a favorite of mine.
Yeah, me too.
Iconic.
He was an iconic name.
Were you a goalkeeper in football? You got that kind of vibe to you.
Well, as in, they'd give me the gloves because they didn't want me to play. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
I think you made that your own role. You said, I'm not a big football person, but I'll give goalie a go.
I was actually the superstar in the
I hated
8
football.
to 12s.
Yeah, I didn't like playing it. Wasn't good at it.
God bless.
Left-footed
Yeah.
was quite strange to run.
Ooh, we got some friction early on that ramp. It does seem they've respected the smokes. And in fact, it's very little in the complexity regard of showing presence. There's something. You can see Fang wants to make it feel the same. Albeit with 4 members heading towards Soul's location. They are coming to isolate. And we'll see if they want to rotate. So he's smoked off stairs. That should buy 20 seconds.
Yeah, but he only has the USP, unfortunately for him. So trying to fend them off the spud gun here. I don't think he's going to be doing too much. Yeah,
That's another fun. That's another fun throwback.
I get those in the studio.
Yeah, actually, they used to pack quite the punch. You just, for those unaware, by the way, it was like a little, you know, your cap gun, but you could load it with raw potato. You just jam your pistol into the potato, twist it about a bit, and you had a pellet.
That's how you cocked it, by jamming it in there, put a slice of potato, and you could fire a nice slimy bit of potato at your friends.
Yeah, it was actually very effective.
Yeah.
What happened to the spud guns?
I'm not sure.
Price of potatoes. Oh, nice shot. Grim onto Martinez. And the rest is going to fall into place with the scout player down and one back from the 5-7 of Davigi. At least there's something to be celebrated. 2 players equipped with something non-vanilla now.
Ooh, nice shot from JT. FAMAS in hand. Looking very comfortable indeed as they begin their campaign of closing the gap here. Movistar Riders, if you are just joining us, a fantastic campaign in the first half. Their T-side sealed 10 rounds in the bag. But winning the pistol and the follow-up conversions here, Complexity back on track. Certainly the favourites coming into this series, but you can never discount Movistar Riders. Sure, their results haven't been great the last few months, so they've sometimes been woeful in terms of the statistical output, but in terms of what you see on the server, they are a strong team with meta strategies and strong individuals going for a rough patch right now. We've all been there.
I'm sorry, I just went down a rabbit hole, Henry.
What were you looking at?
Well, I was just, I wanted to get
you're on Reddit?
No, well, I wanted to know why we use the word vanilla to describe something ordinary or plain. Yeah. And the answers aren't particularly enthralling.
I guess it's just a default option every time, right? It's considered, it's nice, but it's safe.
Yeah,
it's not
I mean, I can see what they're implying, but I also feel like vanilla is actually like proper vanilla. You know, like when you have the bougie vanilla ice cream. That's really quite a complex flavor. Like, why are we calling it? Fair. Why are we using vanilla for it? You know, there's lots of things that take more bland than vanilla. But anyway, yeah, the internet doesn't know, but JT does. Straight into the B defense. No, there's only one more. He knows there's only one more, and it's Mopos. Bounding away into a safer line of fire, has got to rotate as well in support. Alex pushing the smoke, perfectly positioned now to provide some help. 1-2 from Alex, getting away with it.
He wants more.
Oh, he's not ready for Halza. Nova, but distracts him enough for the AWP to connect. It's Martinez, makes it a 2-on-2, and that bomb's committed. Now there is a smoke to be retrieved. Fang with just the one flash, and he's coming through mid. He could get a flash set up for Floppy.
That would be huge. They're trying to slow things right down, but Floppy's in a lot of trouble right now, pinned as he goes down to 31 points of health. Needs Fang to be activated right here,
Where's this
right
flash?
now. Where is he?
Oh, Fang. Knife out. He's going to be coming from behind with the element of surprise, but that's going to be very short-lived. Looks like Martinez is even considering it.
He slipped the net somewhat. He might have the jump on one of them here. And now they're in very strong positions. Of course, having the bomb has to be a perfect shot from Fang, but the AWP should take him. And there it is. Complexity trying to give them a taste of their own medicine with a straight-up B rush there. It doesn't work out for them whatsoever. It's JT with the opening frag, but they slowed things down a little bit too much. The 2-on-2 comes through, and Fang not activated in time. Floppy needed a lot more help than that. As you mentioned, with the flashbang could have been everything. A flash from middle, allow Floppy to peek. That would actually be a very viable approach. Doesn't come through, and Martinez with the simple procedure to close things out, holding the ankle of the AWP. He knows it's a big round, as they will be now posting their first in the second half. We go 11-8 in favor of Movistar Riders. Back towards the B bomb site, this time not rushing, but certainly trying to push those CTs back.
Martinez to be tested. Davigi is going to be set up for this as well. They'll have early warning system for that ramp push. He'll be able to play around that smoke, but waiting for Martinez to fire off a shot or two. Fang, inquisitive. Oh, perfectly positioned, Davigi. Fang assumes it's clear. Oh, what? He looks away! A horrible twist of fate for Davigi. Every advantage in the world, but squandered.
It's unfortunate. Mopos trying to pick up the pieces here. Reclaiming territory towards T-spawn, hoping he can catch him on rotation. Excellent grenade, though. Follow-up spray. Doesn't do as much damage, but Alex on the reload here, they will pounce. He gets the maggot in time, but that's only going to be worth one kill. Martinez can save the day. Undetected for now towards shore. Back to a 3-on-3. Soul in position as well. No plant as of yet, and a fumble from Floppy.
Yeah, he's looking a bit out of sorts today. Good shutdown, though, from Halza. Keeps it competitive for Cole. Bomb plant uncontested. Bang short side in support. It is Mopos, though.
Timing is good.
It's clutch last time. Oh, no, 1v2, similar
They could line up as well.
He could get another, like, double whammy. 1, And 2! It's the Mofos special! Order up!
A weird round, though. Like I said, Floppy just running with the C4 in hand, not a care in the world, no one watching towards heaven. It's strange to see it go down like that, but you can't argue with the positional control Mopos has in that scenario. Another 2 versus 1. They line up for him. Alex loving it, as we will extend the lead to 11-8 now, make it 12-8. And with the plant down, they still have a bye, but we're going to see a tactical timeout. Martinez, as mentioned, undetected, setting Mopos up with this lovely little spray down there. Nothing can be done. And AKs across the board with Complexity, but time is running out here. And just to note, this is the pick of the Spaniards, looking very good so far.
I love that Mopos brings his own hand warmer.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a giant radiator. He just throws it in his
That's
suitcase.
a big old boy, like a gas heater he's brought with him.
Yeah. Maybe it's like, I don't know, dynamo powered or something. Like, I don't see why it needs to be so large.
Am I the only person that gets like the sweaty hands all the time? I've never had cold hands in my life.
No, you're definitely not alone. I think we've seen, because Floppy is constantly wiping his hands on his jersey.
Yeah.
There are some players that go one way and others the other, I guess.
Yeah, never had cold hands. It's constantly sweaty for me. But,
yeah, there's many a player in across all esports that will actually just have the towel on the desk.
That's what I need, I think.
Yeah, try that out. Maybe you can need a gaming towel.
Got the 1v1 later. Maybe I'll see if I can acquire one.
Yeah, let's see what you can get going.
All right, well, Complexity need to get going here.
Oh.
As what?
That's a
going to be
nasty tag.
Yeah, so they're aware of the Molotov Grim's trying to throw towards scaffolding from the ladder room, and they've actually shot him and scared him from throwing it at the very start. That's pretty beautiful. You see him reacting straight away. He gets the hell out of there.
Oh, this is tough. Daviji's gone for a very forward position. And Martinez already repels the first. JT caught emerging from the crane smoke. Now he's under a lot of pressure and does do some chip damage onto Hauser. Grim, however, burns to Daviji's molly on his retreat. So a 2-man advantage as Movistar Riders are going through the formalities of closing their map pick. It just doesn't seem like Col are present.
Oh, well, as we said, Floppy was instrumental in their defeat, I suppose. He didn't win the game of the maps. They were winning the rounds. He looked great. He's currently on 6 frags, 17 deaths. That's just not good enough. And the whole unit of Movistar are contributing and looking fired up for this one. Let's see if they can close this round. 4-on-2s have slipped by the wayside many times in this tournament so far. As Horzak receives the bottle of flames here on the A bomb site, looking for an opening if possible. His teammate Floppy comes in the bomb. It's the same scenario, running in, bomb in hand, and down he goes.
Hauser
win this.
Yeah, looks like it had some legs to it, but it's going to be Martinez finding his triple. Getting himself up towards the higher echelons of the scoreboard.
Have you found yourself going home after this couple of weeks of Pro League? Because we talk about nothing else but CS. I've been dreaming about it as well. I woke up this morning thinking I'd received an email from ESL saying, we've made a list of all the inappropriate things you've said this tournament, and we'll be fining you this much. And I woke up like the first hour. I was walking around my apartment. It's like, God, why did I say that stuff?
What do we have to do about this?
Why did I talk about all of that? And now I've got to go in and say, sorry, I thought it was a real thing. So I probably need a day off, maybe. I don't know.
Well, you didn't quite get a day off on your first one.
No.
Let's get it for the next Monday. It's yours, man. It's yours.
That's a good idea. Well, that was a quick one. Complexity just throwing themselves to the wolves, and the eco rush towards middle yields almost nothing. A bit of damage, and Movistar Riders feels like they've locked this one in, Alex.
Yeah, it seems like there's no doubt at this point in time. I mean, they get one more bite of the cherry. They got everything they could desire. Hauser even on that T-side AWP. So we'll get to see how far Complexity can push this. It does seem like the conversation has become more about the series now at this point. I mean, I'll remind you, this is that lower bracket first round. The losing team gets sent straight to that last chance stage. Taking a look at some of the stats, JT currently 4-0 in opening duels. We talked about Floppy. He's been having a bit of a tough time, losing 3 of the 4 he's taken a part of. And interesting, I think that Ancient felt good for Col. They actually had Big pick Ancient against them.
But for me, Big didn't even play that map. They missed all of their smokes. They were doing contact plays every single round. It was scrappy. It was clumsy. I asked them about it on the sofa. They said, yeah, it was just the first game of the day. It wasn't a good showing. So yeah, Complexity looked great there, but Big trounced them in the follow-up map.
Yeah, precisely. But I mean, the fact that it was your opponent picking it implies, Complexity maybe just not certain about where their strengths lie right now.
It's a weird start for them, and so is this map as well. Not the end of the world. It's their opponent's pick, but like, yeah, they're the heavy favorites here. Everyone would say it's a 2-0 for Complexity coming into this one.
Make no mistake, though. I mean, I can see a world where Cole do reverse sweep off the next two.
Yeah.
I'm not living in a fantasy land, but I'm also thoroughly enjoying seeing Movistar Riders looking a little bit more like their former selves. It's no fun for anyone when a team in the group is seen as a freebie. Movistar Riders are making it explicitly clear that there is no way in hell they go down without a fight. Davi with a disruptive push, and now they're heading into B. Floppy does manage to make the space required. Grim can bring the bomb through, rotates quick. Roppers is hot on their heels. They haven't even planted Hank.
Yeah, this could be massive. They'll be aware of the potential of it, but they won't be expecting it this quickly. Fortunately, Moppos does slow things down. Flashbangs deployed by Davi, but C4 deployed.
Oh, he's a bit slow on this. He might catch Grim on this clear. There's no way he's ready for it. Bang! A free frag for Moppos. Puts Floppy on 1 versus 2 territory. Playing the fade. Good from Davi. And Floppy's going to have a hard adjustment in a second. Really hard flick to hit. Davi reveals himself. Floppy doesn't quite get the crosshair on the money. There's 15 in the bank. Running straight to a map win here, Movi.
Another couple of opening frags to Complexity. It all falls apart. Another 1 versus 1. Floppy can't deliver. Goes down 8 and 20. As we see map point for Movistar Riders, they've looked comfortable. They haven't got any weak links in this 5-man lineup, in this showing. Everyone's contributing. Davi, especially in this round, mowing them down. Finds the double, pushes them in towards the B bomb site. And it's when Morpos flank came online as well. Grim had no idea that he was so close and finishes things off in the 1v1 as well. So no saving here, I'm afraid. Complexity are all in and sending everyone in towards that A ramp. Davi to defend. Can detect presence on the other side, but decides to peel off. Grim leading the charge here. Flashbangs deployed, and here's the first strike. Successful for Grim.
More to come. Alex aggressing. Oh, and Alex impressing with the double spray. Mission accomplished. You can chill.
Yeah, enable those crossfires now. Pull back. Maintain the advantage.
Give him a clean one, dude. Movi, a 16-8, you know, on their map
That would
pick.
be nice, right?
They could really use
That's
it.
enough, Moppos.
Come on now.
That's perfect, though. Information. Didn't give it up. Bates had a bit of utility as well. And a minute 10 on the clock. 4-on-3 in favor of Movistar Riders. Can they close it out in a clean manner? If you give Complexity an inch, they will take a mile.
This is Sorsol doing, you know, a round winning or round losing maneuver. He has locked the door behind these A-committed players. So as long as Martinez and Moppos hit their shots as they are, it looks like that 16-8 is on its way. Floppy the last. Can he find anything more at 17 HP?
Doesn't look good, I'll be honest. And there we have it. Movistar Riders sweep the floor of Complexity 16-7 and didn't have to break a sweat in that second half. Complexity just didn't show up to their opponent's pick, Alex.
Yeah, absent. And they need to shape up. There's no doubt about it. Sure, you beat Big Clan on Ancient, but now you've got to beat Movi. And Movi no slouches on that map. Their Martinez AWP is hot, and so is the rest of the squad. Can Movi disrupt further? Find out when we break it down at the desk.